With the announcement that The Dark Knight Rises will be filmed for the next few months in Pittsburgh, I was inspired to go back and play one of my favorite in the LEGO series, LEGO Batman. Now with this title, even watching the opening cinematics is exciting. These little characters have their witty and often goofy personalities that show throughout the gameplay. LEGO Batman was released in 2008 for the Xbox 360, and many other platforms also have this game, even the good old PlayStation 2. Now, I purchased this shortly after it came out. However, it was offered alongside Pure later in the Xbox Elite bundle on sale the holiday season of 2009. I upgraded to the Elite that season, so I ended up with 2 copies of it. I couldn't complain though. I'm satisfied with it anyways, so why not have a backup copy? Now, the gameplay for this is pretty darn simple. I've constantly recommended LEGO Batman and the other LEGO games to uncles and aunts and various parents looking for a safe game for their kids to play. But don't let that make you think it's just a kids game. Adults can have fun with this too. The style of play gets pretty repetitive though, as you're constantly fighting millions of villains to get to the main ones. After the first cutscene finishes, you and your sidekick Robin are on your way to the scene of the crime, and this is where the story first begins to unfold. A few fights later, you capture Clayface, and now you have a whole giant story coming to life. There are tons of levels you can play through as you progress, so you're really never left unsatisfied. Oh, and a very pleasant feature that I think makes this game very interesting is that you can also play as the bad guy, instead of always being the good guy. After finishing the first level, you unlock the ability to explore the Batcave. I felt the Batcave was pretty well structured and modeled. It's an easy to navigate area, and Alfred's walking around with his tray, which I think is kind of the hint that it's an authentic Batcave. Now in here you can peek around and find out that you have certain vehicles laying around everywhere. Each one has a different title that pops up when you get closer, and this is where you can choose what storyline you want to start first. I usually go with the Penguin storyline first, because Selina Kyle is my favorite Batman character, mainly because of the movie Batman Returns. And Catwoman always seems to be there with the Penguin. Speaking of characters, that was one of my favorite factors in this game. LEGO characters do not talk, so the animators really had to push the emotions of them, and it really comes a long way. I mean, even in the cinematics, just their facial expression or position alone, you can tell how they feel. Combat in this game, again, is pretty repetitive. You're constantly just spamming punches at similar models until you get to the big guys. I mean, at least Batman and Robin have a boomerang to throw around. However, I wake right back up when the opportunity to build something comes along. Who doesn't love building with Legos? Now, to build something, you hold down the required button, and usually a device will help you with a current problem that arises. Sometimes you'll build a machine that'll give you a new suit that allows you to be Batman or Robin and do various tasks, such as gliding across the building. Other times you'll get much more simple objects from building these Legos, such as a wire that allows you to walk across a gap. Now, vehicle operation in this game is pretty simple, and my personal favorite is the one that you can use in the water. Just blowing up barrels satisfies me because the projectiles just keep firing and firing. LEGO Batman is by far my favorite in the LEGO series, just due to my longtime Batman fandom. With its similar look and parody style appearance, LEGO Batman is a good time for any person of any age.